Filters in place. We are good to go. Hey, maybe we'll actually see messages today. We'll see. Back at that. Glasses. One second. We'll clean up. There we go. Got most of that off. This is a seam line in the top here I want to eliminate if I can. I'm sorry, a mold line, not a seam line. There we go. Before we drill, let's get some coffee. Hit it. Sorry guys, focusing on getting this thing done. We are almost there. Trying to do this also so I don't. By the way, God hand bits are fabulous. They will cut through like amazingly through plastic. They'll also cut through flesh pretty easily. Hey Joe, good morning, brother. What's going on? Looking good, looking good. Don't even have to go all the way through. Just have to create just enough of a hole. Morning, guys. Good morning, Ken. What's going on, brother? Tired of working on plastic and you want to work on flesh? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I figure you have to put a little of yourself into every model. Literally. There we go. Keep going in, and then what I'm going to probably do is just scribe out that center area. Hey, Joe. Hey, Ken. Ken, how you doing? How you feeling, by the way? How's the arm? Oh, my God. Dude, I'm not sure if you guys see this thing. That is all cat hair. Holy shit. So this jacket usually stays on the edge of my bed. You know, and I only wear it when, like usually in the mornings or when it's cold or whatever. Oh, crap. Fucking cats. Following the puppet master rule. Exactly. Exactly. It's weird giving everyone a lefty old-fashioned. Yep. Good evening. Hello, everyone. Cat number 3, jealous, went to another level. Now he marked my mom's bed. Marked it. Oh. Uh-oh. Like marked it? Oh. I'm just feeling a little better. I've been doing my best at rehabbing myself. Oh, that's special. So this is outside of any doctor's work? Mark has a number. Yeah, I thought that's exactly what you were getting at. Like, hey, this is my area. That's because I put a dump down here. Give your cats markers. Cats just take them. You don't have no choice over the matter, right? Come on, you should know that. Hold on a second. Ken, so, I mean, granted, you're a professional in the industry, and you probably have better ability to do that than somebody as lame as me, lame and lay. Let's call it both. But still, really? Shit. Oh, that's good. Well, I'm not supposed to give the cat a marker. He was still a wee little cat. Yeah, exactly. Still a wee little cat. Literally, wee. So you want to know which essential oil you use for that? Not I. Okay, let's get this thing scribed out. Getting good. Show you guys what I'm working on in just a second. But basically what I'm working on is just getting the details added into this gun. The needed details. Even though given what I'm my final expectation of how this is going to turn out, meaning what it's going to ultimately look like, doesn't necessarily require this. But I require it. Yeah, I've just been doing range of motion and stretching of affected muscles and other innards. Oh boy. And has it, Ken, I apologize, and we can take this offline if you'd like. Has there been any discussion on returning and getting this thing more permanently taken care of? Like, yes, we're going to do something. No, we're not. We're going to go to a 0.3. It's fucked up, man. That's what I'm going to say. It's fucked up, man. Can measure because I don't have the tools, but I can feel the progress. Okay, good. So there's progress. You're feeling, I'm going to ask, you're feeling better? What you are doing is making things better? Just a discussion with myself. Yeah. Almost there. Morning, everyone. Just popping in to say hello. Hello, Julius. What's going on, brother? Wicked good early morning to you. Now get the hell out of here. Go back to bed. Save that energy for tonight. Hope to see Julius tonight on Mike's show. Hope to stay awake long enough to watch Mike's show and hope to not get distracted. Don't expect you're going to have distractions. All right. Do a little bit more cleanup in a second here. Hey, Peter. Good morning. All right. So drilled out the gun barrel at the end, and then just cleaning out. Basically, you've got these two halves. It's literally sort of these two clamshell pieces like that. And all I'm doing is just kind of carving out the middle section just to separate them, not just have a cheap line there. I woke up today at 2:25. Were you just waiting to jump in, Julius? Really? Oh, you're so sweet. Hey, Peter. Hello, Peter, and a good morning. So sweet. I was on AliExpress yesterday thinking, hey, maybe things have gotten better now that, like the minimus taxes have been removed. Let's just see what's like available. Nothing. I'm not kidding you. It's like, I don't even know why I even go to AliExpress anymore. There is nothing. Zero. Zips. Zilch. Nada. It's not even like are you paying a higher price for it? There's nothing. It's crazy. Absolutely. Effing crazy. Shopping addiction kicks in. Just got myself a small flashlight for backup, and it was really cheap built, but the price was fair. Yeah, it can be cheap built as long as it works, right? I mean, a flashlight's a flashlight's a flashlight. Don't get me wrong. I know that there are qualitative differences between them, but if you need something for like a backup, and it's going to be there and work, great. Okay, we're going to step it up to the 0.4. That should theoretically create. Yeah, that's actually closer to what we need. And then I'm going to continue to bore out that center section just a little bit more. Whew. George, what things do you look for on AliExpress? Yeah, I think there's a couple of things. There's a number of models that just either don't make it here or they're mostly just don't make it here. There's a couple of manufacturers that just we don't see here regularly. So companies like 4Art, Vespid models, stuff like that. Like I said, you just don't see much. Giant knitted ball, give to the cats. They went nuts over it. Yep. A lot of the U-Star tools, a lot of the Galaxy tools, are just not readily found here. We'll get to that in a second. There's also just some other personal stuff that you just see every now and then. I got my daughter about 6 months ago, like a little handheld thermojet print thermojet. It's the thermal printers, right, with the little printer rolls, everything like that. So stuff like that. Uh, you know, figurines, like specific types of figures. Like when I was doing research about a year and change ago, trying to find 1/35th scale female soldiers for my Handmaid's Tale diorama that I'd like to work on at some point. I found, boy, hundreds of figures. Now all of that stuff is gone. And by gone, I mean no longer available or no longer available to ship to this country. So I have a wish list, and don't get me wrong, I just throw stuff into the wish list. Is everything going to get bought? Not necessarily, but there's probably got to be 60, 70 things there. I would say 90+% of it is no longer available. Like literally gone, like overnight. I wish there was a way I could share that wish list, and there might be. I just never looked into it. But it is fascinating to see. It's gone. Now, one could certainly say, hey, you can probably find that stuff here in the US. There's probably some likelihood that some of that stuff is available. However, the UFan figures, those are Chinese made. That is designed and manufactured by a Chinese company. That stuff you're not going to find here in the US. You know, Galaxy tools, that's a good one. Galaxy and U-Star make some really good tools. In fact, the way I first heard of U-Star was through Tim Harkins, because the what they call it, the chisel, the honing guide that you use to sharpen your chisels. Yeah, he sent me his old one after he got his Suji Burrito one. It's like, oh, what other tools do they make? These are kind of specialty tools. And then you start seeing there's a lot of stuff out there. So, yeah, that's what we got. That's a little too well. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's actually, it's one that it's been running through my head, obviously. And I also last night started watching the 6th season of Handmaid's Tale, because nothing like watching something that overtly political that used to be considered fiction and now feels like nonfiction. Nothing like that. Oof. Anyway, but it's a good series. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good series. Okay. All right, let's see how it looks. Not bad. This will just go right through. But it involves building a 1/35th scale Leopard 2A6 Canadian version, which I have. It's just a very involved model. And I would be able to do that when I actually have like the time to put into it. There we go. Hey, Seb. Take it easy, Julius. Have a great rest of your sleep cycle. Sleepy, sleepy. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Can we go back to classic Star Trek and give hope to us poor bastards for the future? Amen. I'm actually starting to rewatch. I watched an old episode of Trek a couple days ago, the original series. Morning, everyone. Morning, Seb. RC components either went crazy in price or don't ship here anymore. Exactly. Same thing. Exactly the same thing, Ray. 100%. 100%. All right, I'm just going to straighten that out a little bit. Yeah, I watched the episode. I think I might have even talked about it. I watched the episode "Patterns of Force," which was the episode of where Kirk and Spock land on a world that has become literally Nazified because of a professor who was supposed to be studying their culture actually interfered with their culture and introduced certain authoritarian ways. I mean, it's a challenge. It's a good episode. It's a challenged episode, but it's a good one. I haven't even checked prices lately. Too scared to. Yeah, that's the whole. Yeah, exactly. And this is. I will say, look, anything that it's on that wish list right now, there's nothing that's critical. Like there's about, I don't know, 4 or 5 models on there. If I get those, great. If I don't, not going to cry. It's funny. I've actually been thinking a lot about this recently. It's if nothing else, and I don't want to make this sound political. We can say this for tomorrow night. I never want somebody to tell me, you can't buy this shit. You can only have $2. You can only have 5 pencils. Fuck you. That's not the way things work, right? I get to make the decisions. But I will say one thing. A lot of the stuff that's been happening right now has at least allowed me to make a decision. Okay, do I want to be a little bit more austere in some of the things that I'm doing? And the answer is yes. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's also, our financial picture changed a year ago when my wife, took a job up in Maine. So that's also made some decisions for us. But, at the same time, it's gotten me to think, it's like, okay, how much more stuff do you need? And the answer is not really much. In fact, I think, I'm going to start going through some of the collections, unboxing a bunch of the stuff up, and it may end up being that stuff is getting sent away. There's going to be, I know I've got a little, and I want to get some stuff out to people. I go and play Merge Boss and don't buy anything. Yeah. Squire of Gothos is my favorite OG. Oh, that one's your favorite. That's a good one. Are you challenging me to a duel? I love the blooper reel of what was that? What was the guy's name? I forget the actor's name. William, and I'm like, I think it's something like William Cartwright. Still working on the oh yeah, absolutely, Seb. Yeah, I'm trying to do justice to it. So I've just got the all the gun done right now. I've got most of it. It's looking good. I'm gonna bore through this thing just to get, and I may actually go to a larger bit here. Pray to God I don't drill into my finger. Hey, Nick, good morning. All right, we'll step it up to 0.9. Nick! Sorry, guys, give me a second. Just trying to get this thing. There we go. A little better. I'm back in the hover race model after about a year off. Ooh, nice. That's pretty awesome. How far along are you in that model? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. You can. Almost there. Maybe 80% of the build, not including paint. Yeah. Okay. Construction is a good bit of it, right? I'd like to, over this coming year, start to organize the shelf of doom in a way that I can start better planning. So I'm gonna go to the smaller one. Better planning how to tackle old projects, because I want to get to it. I mean, we joke about the Harpy, or Tom jokes about the Harpy. I've got the Task, I got the Freebie Gundam, I got the Gundam Mark II. There's a lot of stuff that I've worked on over the years that I need to get done. You know, even the little Macross SD kit, which, I mean, it's basically ready for paint. It's ready to go. Picked up paint, tools, and a kit yesterday. Ooh, nice. What paint, what tools, and what kit? So there's one thing stall out, I put it aside and work on other stuff. Yeah, then come back to it, refresh. Yeah. There's something about that. And I kind of feel like there are projects that I feel like the ones I just listed, Peter, sort of the same way. Those are the ones I do want to get back to. Are there going to be things that I probably won't get back to? It's possible. It is possible. But we'll see. Okay. Let's get the dust off of here. I need to do one more thing with getting some CA in here, but I can do that in a second. But there we go. Yikes. Fly, be free. Okay. So I basically just drilled out the barrel itself, just because there wasn't a flat piece. And I also then carved out all the stuff on the side there. I'm going to hit it with some thin cement. Going to hit the inside of something with a little bit of CA, leave it there, and then this thing is basically, the gun's done. Going to get back to the hands, and then we're going to start working on the rest of the torso in a second. Oops. Right here. There we go. Just to get all that stuff cleaned up. Looking good, looking good. Okay. Sometimes when things, when I put it aside, yep, we're going to come back to a refresh. Yep. I'm hoping we will not have a repeat of yesterday, guys. There are people who know if you can't, if I'm responding and I'm not seeing stuff come up, or if you're responding and you're not hearing me respond to, if you are commenting and things aren't being responded to, it's because I'm not seeing stuff. Y'all know how to ping me. AK 3rd Gen Browns. Nice. God hand spin blades. Ooh, which ones? Those I love the spin blades. And a Pokemon kit. You got the Pokemon kit. Cool. That sounds like a fun adventure. Good stuff purchased there. I'll mock you here for at least 3 minutes first. Yes, that would make sense because I might just avoid you, Ray. I'm sorry, who are you? 1 millimeter, 3 millimeters. Yeah, nice. That's great. Yeah. Did you get the ones that have more of a beveled look or more of the ones that are just like squared off? The spin blades are great. You're gonna love those things. Especially as somebody who just loves working on rivets. I sand and you rivet, Nick. George, can you see this? I can see it. I can see the light. 177 Kirk, P38 seems to be solution to fill out area that I wasn't happy with, but it means some major late stage body work. On the P38? Oh, yeah. Yeah. And what the fuck? My video cursor was star of the stream. No wonder I didn't see the question you were answering. I was in decollage. That's why I didn't understand a thing. Man, this was a start of the stream. No wonder I didn't see the question you were answering. So I didn't understand a thing. Oh, so you were kind of like in a different mode of some sort there, Seb? Interesting. I want to make sure I read that right. All right. A little bit of filler. Right there. And a little bit of filler right here. There we go. Let that dry. Do a little bit of cleanup. And we're all set. To integrate the P38 booms into the existing model, like blend them into with. Okay, yeah. I try to do that with this thing, and I'm sure it came out okay. I don't care anymore. I just don't care. And to build another P30 or maybe a P61. Need some time. Twin boom love. Twin boom love. You could build a. Isn't the Black Widow a twin? A twin boom. There we go. Okay. Black area there is just basically filler. Bucks I got had 2 kits, so one for Kit Bash. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe build the other OOB. Yeah, just do it. Let's just say you were 32 minutes in the stream, but it was at 20 minutes while the chat was at 30. Oh, my. Oh, wow. Okay. Gotta love technology. Black Widow's indeed a twin boom. Yep. And a piece of shit. One of the most reviled models. You can find it everywhere, right? Caleb's Creations. Caleb, good day. How are you? Welcome. Let's get some sanding done on this hand. Oops. One thing I want to do first. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here. First, I got to find the tool. And I know I moved it. I just can't remember where I moved it to. Look at you. There it is. Just rounding out the hole. So the hands basically, I mean, this is antiquated, right? All they are is just holes. Round holes. And the gun will slide in there and everything like that. But this one here, it wasn't, the parts didn't come together very round, so they were kind of off a little bit. So all I'm doing is just enlarging the hole, just cleaning it out. Just a little bit of cleanup. Yes, I'm going backwards, I know. There we go. There we go. Just enough cleanup right there. That one's done. Let's move on to this one. Oops, wrong one. This one. Got about 5 minutes left before I have to head on up. Say bye-bye to my daughter. Well, it's no wonder why I found something wasn't right. I was hearing your answers from 12 minutes ago. The live chat there was a big discrepancy. Yeah. Man, I got to tell you, when technology fails, it likes to do so. Especially for something like this. It's like you think this is fairly easy, ubiquitous type of stuff, and the answer is no. It fails catastrophically. Crappy stuff. Anyway, I'm glad you're at least caught up a little bit there, Seb. There we go. There we go. Seems to be like my catchphrase. There we go. There we go. Yeah, when the technology begins to fail, generally it's not good. Yeah. Yep. But unfortunately, Seb, I was talking about this with, we were having a conversation about this yesterday, having a philosophical conversation with my engineer. That's the nature of technology today. Even the best technology fails. At some point it fails. The question is how tolerant we are for it. And one of the things that we said was at least a younger age demographic is much more tolerant of it than us old bastards. You rebuild the carburetor when technology fails. We're good. Yep. I get to do this twice. I will build a second one of these things too. I may not build it immediately, but I'm going to build it too. It's a project that, because there's going to be 4 models in this, plus a little bit of a vignette base. This is going to take some time. This might be a year or 2 project, and I'll build like a model. I may even finish this thing fully because the paint scheme isn't going to be too complex. It's going to be basically anime style. Nothing too complex on this thing. It won't be a mono eye if you make 2. It'll be a dual mono eye. Come on, Ray. Come on, Ray. Work with me here. A dually. It's like in our trade, in stereos, you can buy a stereo amplifier, 2 channels, or you can buy dual monoblocks. Basically, we're doing dual monoblocks here. Alonzo J is Johnny Sins. Johnny, welcome. How are you? Weirdest looking Cyclops ever. Yeah, it looks like a human. All right. getting between the knuckles here. You know, the one thing I haven't looked into, maybe one of these days I'll have to, did they have things like diamond files back in the 80s when these models were coming out? Or how would you have done cleanup for something like this, right? We know that the technology has gotten better on the models, but what about the tools? And the answer is yes, I know it has. But what kind of tools were available? I'm trying to go back because I didn't have anything near the number of tools that we have available today. You know, it'd be like Twilight Zone episode, get hidden away for being grotesque. Exactly. Okay. So with that, my friends, we're going to call it a session. We'll continue with this model tomorrow. However, having said that, there is a possibility, depending on what I get done tonight while watching Mike, if I can stay awake long enough, I may try to, tonight I'm going to try to mask her sleeves and get ready to get that done right. I need to get Misa done. I'm going to try to bring her to our July meeting. I'm going to bring the bat plane to June. It's the plan right now. I still got to get my daughter to finish painting it, but I got to get that done. And then in July will be Misa, and then in August will be this shitty plane. So, hey, Tom, good morning. They had Neil Diamond files. They did. Different type, but yes. Boy, Tom. All right, guys, stay safe and stay sane. Thanks for being on this morning. I do appreciate it. As always, good, fun conversations. You don't be calling it shitty. It's shitty. There, guys, have a great day. Ken, you too, brother. Anyway, guys, go out there, do good. Enjoy the day as much as you can, and brighten the world. It is getting shitty. The world is getting crazier. I mean, seriously, by the day, it's like the lunacy is incredible. We'll talk about it tomorrow night, 7 p.m. But in the meantime, do good. Brighten somebody's world. Make it a better planet, not a worse planet. Okay? Make somebody's day better, not worse. I'll be back on tomorrow, same time, same channel. Do good, everybody. Enjoy. Love you all, and I'll catch you on the flip. Peace.